Hi.
Hey everyone, and Merry Christmas if you're watching this video around its release. In this video I will offer you 3 more Assassination Rogue Fire Mage games. The first one is against a Survival Hunter and a Restoration Druid, the second one is against an Unholy Death Knight and a Holy Paladin, and the last one is against a Destruction Warlock and a Restoration Druid, which is a matchup I already uploaded recently, but there is a nice move in this game, so I wanted to show it off. Let's start with the Survival Hunter Restoration Druid video. This can be a complicated matchup. They have a lot of tools to stop our damage. The Hunter can use Roar of Sacrifice to negate combustion, and he can remove my bleeds and poisons. They also have a lot of CC for us. There is the net, there is the freezing trap, there are the stuns, the cyclones. On top of this, Hunters deal a lot of damage to mages, and it is very hard to reset the eat because of the pet. This means the game needs to be over quickly, ideally between their first and second CC chain. The best target here is the Druid, since he does not have an immunity but only damage reduction cooldowns, while the Hunter has an immunity with Aspect of the Turtle. So the plan is to start on Hunter, if we don't find the Druid, then get the Druid's trinket with Blind, and then kill him in a kidney shot.
I'm out of range.
The Druid trinketed my blind just as planned. Now I'm starting to get CC'd. My mage will not be able to survive a 2 vs 1 for 20 seconds, so I will need to use my trinket. The best thing to trinket is always the trap. Right now I'm in a net. If the hunter does not stun me, I can cloak the trap and keep my trinket. So he should stun me and then trap me. After this I will be able to trinket the trap, and unless the druid manages to sneak in a cyclone on me, they will not be able to get another CC on me for 20 seconds. I'm finally trapped. As you can see on this frame, the druid is expecting me to trinket the trap and is trying to get a cyclone on my trinket. I saw this, so I did not trinket the trap right away, but I knew this druid would try to cast cyclone again in case I trinketed later. So in this situation, what I could do was trinket, shadow step kick. I used Cloak of Shadows to immune the Vortex. My mage just managed to get a polymorph on the Hunter's pet, so he cannot use Roar of Sacrifice to negate combustion. I'm going to kidney shot the druid and use Vendetta while my mage uses combustion, and I'll vanish to cheap shot and garrote after the kidney shot if needed. The druid should die on this go, and well, if he doesn't, we lose the game.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
The second game is against Unholy Death Knight, Holy Paladin. This isn't a matchup we usually win because they have too many defensive cooldowns for us to go through. In this game our plan was to open on the Paladin, try to force dive in shield right away, and kill him after. However, as you will see, we did not have the opener we hoped, so we still started on the Paladin and we did adapt the strategy depending on the cooldowns they used. At this point, they both used Trinket and AMZ on my Vendetta instead of keeping it for the Mage's Combustion, which is a bit surprising. It could be good news, but in the end the Paladin still has Diving Shield and we have no pressure at all, so we would need at least 2 more goes to kill him, which is a lot. I'm going to blind the DK to either get pressure on the Paladin in a 2v1 or get a Blessing of Protection out of the way, because the Paladin would use it to remove blind. My mage has so much healing absorb on him that he will need to use Ice Block before Cauterize. This is when we need to decide what to do next. If we still try to kill the Paladin, we will have to get a setup on him, look at him use Diving Shield and top himself, and then live long enough to go again and get a kill. It does not seem possible. If we go DK instead, we know he does not have AMS, because he used it just before I used Blind. So the two things we need to go through are Icebound Fortitude or Lichborn, which is a damage reduction cooldown, so we can still kill him through it, and Blessing of Sacrifice. So basically here the choice is between Diving Shield on the Paladin or Blessing of Sacrifice on the DK. We chose Blessing of Sacrifice, so we go DK, because when a Paladin uses Diving Shield he removes my poison and can top himself easily, while if he uses Hand of Sacrifice on the DK and casts as many heals as he wants, the DK still has my poison, so he might not get healed too much, and we may finish him after. Also, if I go DK here, I will hinder him a little, which will help my mage, and I can tell you that at this time he needed it. In this last game we are facing a Destruction Warlock and a Restoration Druid. I'm using Astra's Trinket in this game. I explained how it worked and why it could be used in Arena in a previous video. Our plan this game was to kind of all in the Warlock. I just blinded the druid to get his trinket. Look at him now, he's in cut form and it very strongly looks like he wants to re-stealth and stun me. So what I'm going to do is wait for him to stealth, and when I think he's on top of me I vanish so he has no target to stun and no target to re-enter combat, and I sap him, and after this we nuke the warlock. All we need now is to finish off the Warlock. I'm going to key the Druid since the Warlock is on stun DR. The Warlock will be able to get 1 fear on my Mage, who will use Ice Block to remove it, because he has Combustion up, and I will use Smoke Bomb to prevent the re-fear from happening, and that is going to be game over. Alright, that's it for this video. Feel free to watch my previews, Rogue Mage voice commentaries, or the rest of my content if you like it, and don't hesitate to tell me what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.